Hi, I'm Victoria Regan, and welcome to the First Coast Classic Championship. With me tonight are two generations of champions, and I call them the Arthur Murray family of champions. And we're going to start with the owners of the studio, and that is Marina.
Vlasov.
Yeah, I have to allow them to say their last name, Marina, and Vasily Vlasov. And then we have young champions.
Marco Neiman.
Natasha Neiman.
Yeah, brother and sister team that are fabulous. They're individual. Marco dances with Marina, and Natasha dances with
Alexander Skripsov.
So we have, I want you to tell me about your beginning, if you would, how you were introduced to dancing and the family and your world champion title.
All right, so actually, before I started ballroom dancing, I was dancing at a ballet school for about 13 years. And, I'm from a Spanish background, and, my family, we always like salsa and we like to dance. So I was like, this is something that I'd like to try. And so I started doing ballet and jazz and modern and contemporary for 13 years. And then also at that school, they had a Latin class. That actually kind of that class became my favorite. And I don't know why, it just felt like I could like move, and it was just really nice. And then the owner of that studio had a student who used to ballroom dance. And so when he met with her again, together they opened a ballroom studio. And that was actually my very first studio. And I was there for about 3 years. And then I did a lot of competitions with them. And, throughout that journey, I met so many people, and I met Marina. She was actually one of my very first coaches that came to the studio. And
she went, wow.
And
At that time, she was very, very beginner.
Yeah,
She was a baby at that time.
yeah, I was a beginner. And, as I realized how much I loved ballroom dancing, I was like, okay, I think I need to change. I want to be serious in it. So I think I need to kind of find some coaches that can reach me my goal. Because I would love to have more titles and go professional one day. So, and they're in the area. So I, talked to Marina, and she gave me the opportunity to be in her studio and coach.
And you found your teachers, and you just happened to become a world champion, and pretty much won everything in each style is what happened, I guess.
Yeah.
Happens like that.
Yes. So I also dance theater arts, and I do have, I dance with Craig Smith, and I do have a U.S. title and a world title in that. And then in Smooth, I dance with Alexander Skripsov. I don't have a title yet, but I will very soon.
Positive thinking, that's what we need.
Yes. But I am a finalist. I've been in the top 4 so far in the Ladies A Smooth for the United States and in Ohio and all the big.
Well, it seems like it's just the beginning of your journey. You've had a great journey so far, and you have great coaches. I'm amazed by that. Vasily is fairly quiet, but he's one of your primary coaches also with Marina.
Yes, I work with him every single day. And yes, after dancing with Alex for a couple of hours and Craig, I work with him, and I have also a couple of lessons with Marina a week as well. They keep pushing me and making me a better dancer.
I can see that. And so now we're going to go to your brother for a second. Is that all right? You don't mind the attention, do you, Marco?
No, I don't mind.
All right, so in the show A Chorus Line, I don't know if you know that show, if you've seen it, the Broadway show and the movie, the brother used to follow the sister to class. And so Michael Bennett developed a show number called I Can Do That, I Can Do That, because you used to watch his sister. Is that kind of the story of what happened to you? And by the way, if you don't know that show, you want to see it, and then you'll relate.
That's pretty much exactly what happened. So Natasha, like she said, she started ballroom dancing in the studio, and at that time I wasn't doing a sport, and they were like, Marco, you should try this. And I was like, sure, why not? It wouldn't hurt. And I ended up falling in love with dancing. And I left the studio first, actually, to go to Marina in Vasily. And then it kind of switched, and she followed me there.
Yes.
So it's
You only been dancing, what, like 3?
Yeah, about 3 years.
3 years.
so how is it teaching them? I mean, by the way, she keeps up with you. You know, she keeps up. How old are you? Can I ask you that?
I'm 15 now.
Yeah, well, and I've watched you. No, I won't ask you. No, I won't. But you do look 15 when you're dancing. You're incredible. And so, how's it been teaching them, getting such talent like that, Marina? It's really satisfying.
You know, having Marco and Natasha at school, it's kind of like, I think it's our blessing, really, because we have so much experience with the training dance sport kids back in Russia. And honestly, they're the most extraordinary kids I have ever been teaching in my life. Yeah, the way they take information, the way they respond, and the way they retain everything, and there's such a serious commitment and hard work and work ethic. It just all came in a full package, in a full package, and it's really, really,
It's what every coach dreams of, isn't it? Really?
Yes, this is what we're saying. Like, like every good teacher deserves like a good students, and I think Marco and Natasha. Of course, I dance with Marco. I mostly consider him my student, but I do coach Natasha as well. And honestly, it's without even hiding something, like extraordinary student. Marco, I have out of all my 300 students back in Russia.
Well, we here and all the audience rate you each a 10, for sure. If you're on Dancing with the Stars, you'd be a 10. I wish you the best of luck. I know you have a lot of goals, and I know you have the best coaches. And so we really are very pleased with you taking the time to do this. And now we're off to a great party for Sarwat's dinner. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.